Hey everyone, Bernie Tully, Pennsylvania, personal injury and wrongful death lawyer at 412-281-8700. We're based in Pittsburgh, but we'll travel anywhere throughout the state of Pennsylvania to talk with you, to witness, to go to your place regarding your wrongful death case and discuss it. There's no fee unless we are able to get your recovery. But today's question is, well, on these wrongful death cases, what are two additional tips you might have to increase the value of your wrongful death case? In one of the prior videos, I mentioned what I believe is two most important reasons, but here's two additional tips to increase the value of the case. We have them in order. One is this idea of pecuniary interest. And that's something that, people are like, well, if you have hair, you're scratching your head thinking, what the heck's pecuniary interest? And all that means in plain English is that the family members were attached financially or emotionally to the deceased member. And the deceased member of the family, who's the victim of this wrongful death, of this tragedy, contributed financially to the well-being of the family, provided services to the family, provided moral and intellectual and personal suggestions to the family as to how they want to focus their attention in leading to a productive life. All those matters come into play with this idea of pecuniary interest. If a father dies and he has children who stand to benefit from the wrongful death case, and they can testify that, well, Dad would pay for vacations for us, or he bought me a condo, or he paid for my rent while I was going to school, or if he paid for my college while I was going to school. That's an item for this pecuniary interest that a jury would consider when they're weighing, well, how much money is the family entitled to for this death? And again, a wrongful death in plain English is someone dies, your family member dies through the fault of somebody else, through the negligence of somebody else. And then the jury is tasked with this idea of finding out what's the value. How do we place a value on a person's life? And one of the things we talked about is this pecuniary interest idea. The second tip I'd give you is basically this: file a lawsuit as soon as possible. I have found in doing this for a while, for many years, is that insurance companies will not get serious with the family in terms of value of the case until a lawsuit is filed. Why is that? Because now you're playing for real. They have to get an attorney involved. They have to do their work. They have to figure out a defense to this case. That's when they start to get serious about it. But all the talking in the world by yourself, or if you hire an attorney about, my loved one did all this stuff for me, and which they did. But it falls on deaf ears for the insurance companies. So my advice is you want to get involved in filing the lawsuit as soon as possible. One possible exception is if they tender the policy, whatever it is, quickly, then there's no need to incur costs that you would incur on filing a lawsuit in a wrongful death case. So those two tips, pecuniary interest in filing your lawsuit as soon as possible in the appropriate case, are two real good ideas to maximize the value of your family's claim against the wrongdoer. My name is Bernie Tully from the law firm of Tully & Tully in Pittsburgh, PA. We'll travel anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania to talk to you regarding your case. We're a Christian-based law firm, and I hope you give us a call at 412-281-8700. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.